protesting in Castlebar's Market Square for months now, looking for clarity on how COVID patients were and are being managed at Mayo University Hospital since the start of the pandemic. Martina Burke is one of the protesters, and she's now questioning why questions about the hospital raised by county councillors and aired on local and national media over the months has not come before the HSE West Forum meeting for discussion and answers. In particular, she wants clarity around a letter that was issued to hospital staff last March by hospital management advising staff not to discuss hospital business outside of the hospital. She told Midwest News today that while the content of the letter was read by Westport councillor Christy Hyland into a meeting of Mayo County Council last May, the issue has not been raised by any of the 4 elected Mayo councillors on the Regional Health Forum, and she wants to know why.
Well, one of the main issues, Teresa, is a letter that was sent to all staff by the manager of the Mayo University Hospital, and that was on the 16th of March, at the beginning of the first lockdown. That was, in effect, gagging the 1,200 plus staff. I'm going to read some of the letter. It says, lots of people in the public may be asking you as hospital worker about business that is and only is the business of the hospital. I am stressing your response should be that you are not permitted to discuss any hospital business outside of the hospital. It is not acceptable, and this came with a warning of possible disciplinary procedures. Now, this was reported on Midwest Radio on the 25th of May, and Christy Hyland read out the full letter there. And he had received that letter from members of the hospital staff. They have never denied the letter.
But is there a need to deny the letter in the sense that isn't it up to every organisation not to discuss its business with the public or people outside the actual business?
Any hospital business, any issues relating to anything. In effect, Teresa, that is taking a vow of silence. And even Christie himself, he described it on the 25th of May as its tone being very threatening and very sinister. I spoke with Christie on the 3rd of July and I asked him about that letter. He said that he had passed it on to Michael Kilcoyne, who sits on the HSE Forum West meetings along with 3 other councillors. They would be Blackie Gavin, John O'Hara and Martin McLaughlin. And we understand that has never been raised at any of the 3 meetings that have happened since that time. We have examined the minutes of these meetings and it just has not been raised. There's meetings several times a year, Teresa, where the hospital management are held to account. And this matter of all matters is extremely important question, has never been raised at any of these HSE Forum meetings. With Tony Canavan, of course, the CEO of CILTA.
So what do you want to see happen?
I mean, we want this raised. It's extremely important that this is raised. Were the staff gagged? We need to know, are they still gagged? And we do need to know why these councillors who are sitting there on that forum have not raised the question of all questions.
And that's Martina.